This is Rugby Merlin and welcome back to the channel. This is my preview of New Zealand versus England in the second test. So I've entitled this video Run Back because both of the teams have gone with pretty much the same ones that started the first test in the series. I think it's a good choice for both teams. From Borthwick's perspective, he will definitely think that his England side can get a win in the second test after running New Zealand so close. And I think from Scotty Robinson's perspective, that's the most important one really, because it sends out a confident message that he's chosen the players that he thinks are the best to beat England at home. Further on that point, I think that it would have been very easy for Razor to have made a few tweaks and changes, and if it had gone wrong for him, he could have blamed those. But I think considering that he has chosen the same players, he lives or dies by his decisions, which is very nice to see from a coach. So getting into the preview of the match, you can't ignore the fact that it's been played up there in Eden Park. New Zealand have an absolutely phenomenal record. They haven't lost there since, 1994 against France. And so that's 48 games unbeaten at Eden Park. Some of them were very close, but still that unbeatable mindset is something New Zealand definitely going to have to tap into for this match. From an England perspective, I think Borthwick will be telling them it's just another stadium, and records are made to be broken, which I think is a fair point. There's no supernatural power that Eden Park holds. If you go out and you play well, and you can turn over the All Blacks, on the kind of hallowed turf. So he'll have plenty of motivation, and it's been interesting to read his comments before the match where he's trying to turn around that point on the New Zealanders, saying they have a lot more pressure than England do to perform at Eden Park because their record is so good. So that's interesting psychological little play from Borthwick, who's not known for that kind of stuff, but he's definitely showing his hand a little bit there, trying to take the pressure off his players and put that on the New Zealanders when they're still pretty vulnerable after a narrow win and a new coach being in charge. So changes to the team. Finn Baxter comes in, the young looking lad with the rosy cheeks, but he performed pretty well in the first test. He's in for Joe Marler, who's picked up an injury. The front rows were pretty evenly matched, I thought. New Zealand definitely have an advantage in experience. De Groot, I thought, had a pretty quiet game. And I've been looking for more from him, and he's good in the loose as well, which we didn't really see as much of as we usually do. So definitely be looking for him to step up his game. Second row is the same. It was a phenomenal battle. I think England kind of took that actually in the second rows, and again, looking for a little bit more, and this is where New Zealand will really want to improve in terms of effectiveness of their carries. I think Barrett and Tuipulotu definitely played well, but the go forward, I think they can offer more because they're both very big men, and I think they were outshone a little bit by Toje and Martin in the England second row. So there's going to be they're going to want a big step up in their performance or the effectiveness of their performance, because they did play very well. 9 and 10 again is another battle. I was a bit surprised but pleasantly surprised that Marcus Smith got the nod ahead of Finn Smith, because I thought Finn Smith looked the real deal when he did come on and did his job very well, and Smith made a few errors, which was unfortunate for England. D-Mac again, he played all right, but looked a little bit isolated at times, and still has a point to prove. So I'm glad those two boys got another run out to show what they can do. Scrum halves, I think TJP was very unfortunate to get that injury, but it looks like he'll be back soon. So he's a tough old dog, so he'll be back playing soon enough. But Christie, who looked good when he came on, he gets a start, and starts have been hard for him to come by. He's played second fiddle for quite a long time. I think his last start was over a year ago against Australia. So it's going to be interesting how he goes starting the match. And finally, the back three. What an intriguing battle that was. I picked it out before in my previous preview. And yeah, I'm looking forward to more of the same. I think Perofeta did very well. Yeah, I had my doubts about him playing a 15 because he's such a versatile player, but he showed his worth to set up the try. Fantastic footwork to beat Ben Earl, I think it was. And yeah, the only thing, again, which is still in doubt, is his tactical kicking. I think they brought on Barrett in the second half, and he did change the game for the New Zealanders. They changed their game plan again, which was a big call at halftime. Maybe they could have done it prior to that if they had a little bit more experience on the pitch rather than going into halftime and being told to change it. But yeah, definitely won them the match. So as well as Perofeta played, I think it's still question marks over his tactical ability at 15. But yeah, you can't really fault him on his performance. The England back three again, they are devastating. They got a try out of it, and I think they could get a couple more this weekend. But then Reece had a fantastic game, from my perspective, player of the match, because of just his big impact moments. So yes, and as I said, intriguing battle, and they're going to go at it again and run it back. Let's go again. No chopping and changing with the sides. As a Welsh fan, I'm sick and tired of that. So it's great to see these boys going up against each other again. Second test, 1 point in the first test. Let's see how it goes. You're in the heart or the motherland, the belly of the beast, in terms of England going up to Eden Park. So yeah, I'm very excited again to watch this match, and I think there'll be a lot of anticipation about how it's going to go. I think New Zealand have kind of more of a step up, potential step up, because it was just their first game together. Last time England have had a good run and have been building slowly, but judging from their performance last week, definitely England have a lot more to offer. But let's see what this New Zealand team can do. So in terms of predictions, this is a tough one because I'm going to go with a Northern Hemisphere sweep this weekend. Don't tell anybody for my next preview videos, but I just think it's gonna the performance levels of both sides are gonna raise exponentially. But I picked England to win a test. I thought it would be the first one, catching New Zealand cold. But yeah, I really do expect them to get a win out of this series. There's only 2 tests again, which is very disappointing. I'm sure all rugby fans feel the same way. But yeah, I'm going to go England this week by a point. So at the end of the 2-test series, it's going to be level on points, or points difference. So yeah, controversial. I know the bookies have New Zealand by 10 points. And if I was a betting man, I probably would take that bet. But yeah, we'll see what happens on Saturday. So thank you very much for watching the preview, and I'll see you after the match for the review. All right, cheers, bye-bye.